Okay, Coach, ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line. Ready? Somebody ready? Check. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, nice move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard
line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 555.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the ready. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Check 41. Army.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Jackson on first down. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You may want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Ingram churning. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. Here we go. I got it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike, 44. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hayward. 44 is Mike. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Calais Campbell on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Parker, the intended target. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now he's forced out left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes Grant on the return. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Taylor. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught by Mark Ingram. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Thomas has it. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They go with Howard again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Baltimore.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Jackson, flush to his right. Got a man, it's Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jackson from the shotgun. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week one and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.